WIS First Alert Meteorologist Tony Schiaparoli, and again, everything has continued to settle down now. If you were happy to be tuned in this morning, now you're just watching along on this live stream, we're still going to be focusing on some rain that's lingering and a little bit of some limited storm potential. Limited is really the important word here because we're not seeing anything like we saw earlier today where there was some storm damage reports, a very strong straight line wind that made its way through Lexington and Richland counties, and even some surrounding communities as well. Still interested to see more storm reports come out from this, more photos to come in. We'll talk about a little bit more of some reports that have come in and what, of course, you can look onward to getting into the day and why we can still see a few lasting impacts that might make travel still a little bit tricky out there. So let's dive into it. Right now, taking you out to the satellite and radar look. As we are going to be getting this day, we are going to be seeing more sun that will actually break its way out. You know, we're really getting more of that sun for the upstate of South Carolina. But here's the thing. When you see cold fronts like this roll through, you can still see them pulling back moisture from other areas, you know, just the way the wind pattern works. So even though we're seeing drier and cooler air trying to make its way back into the Midlands, we're still going to be getting a few areas of light precipitation, areas west of Columbia, if even not right into Columbia, a little pitter-patter shower there. But Orangeburg and Manning, St. Matthews as well. We've seen between really that area of Orangeburg, Calhoun, and Sumter County. Clarendon County obviously there as well. We have not been able to escape rain threats that are still trying to hang around this morning. Everything for the most part has worked to clear, but skies not entirely. We're still lagging along with this system, so let me move this forward for you just a little bit, zoom on into where we're really seeing more of this rain. And again, you could really see it between, Orangeburg, St. Matthews, a lot of spots there in between, looking over towards Santee, Vance, Holly Hill, a lot of areas that are going to be holding tight with some rain. And Eastover, just getting over that right now, seeing another area of rain still targeting Sumter, Manning. We're not going to be escaping this rain threat just yet. It is still hanging around. So let's focus on when this is all working to change in the entire sense of the viewing area, because depending on where you live, everything is still very different for the morning. So let's keep up with that. Let's see what's going on, taking you out the door. Now the sun is working to break out, especially if your area is to the west of Columbia. You can still just see a little bit of lingering rain. So we'll go with storms ending. Obviously that has really worked its way on, but we're not completely away from 100% areas of precipitation clearing. That of course sometimes happens when you have a cold front roll through, but that's not the case today. The way this is working out, we're still going to be seeing a few lasting impacts over the next few hours. So going out the door, you can still have the necessity to grab an umbrella if any little bit of rain bothers you. Have that rain jacket still. A light one, mind you. It's going to be pretty warm still for this time of the morning. But honestly, into the day, when we start to see winds kicking up a bit out of the north and west, everything will be held in check. We're going to be seeing limited showers around, other than still what we're seeing for areas like into Sumter County, down towards Clarendon County, Orangeburg County, and Calhoun, obviously there in the middle. But everything else otherwise is staying very limited. It's just a little bit tougher in the forecast period to break this down in a simplistic sense without rambling, but I want to make sure I'm including all the counties that are still seeing some of these after effects, even though the main line of everything is rolled through. Because we're not seeing the same things. Newberry County is actually seeing, a little bit of sun breakout, while you go over to Sumter, there's rain. And in between, we're just seeing a mix of some light showers and clouds. So still going to continue to break things down on a county-by-county sense. Not easy all the time. Sometimes it's a lot more simple when everything is going to be very similar. But here's what we're looking at. Now, getting towards 10, 11 o'clock, we could still see a bit more of this moisture just trying to fight back, a little bit of thin layers of cloud cover out towards the west. But I trust me, you will be seeing more sun out that way. The closer towards the upstate of South Carolina you are this morning, you will be seeing more sun working to filter through, break through any clouds. Now, areas again to the east of Columbia, still dealing with a little bit of that rain and a few rumbles of thunder that can't be ruled out for the second half of the morning. But into the afternoon, we all work to see this sunshine take over, a northwesterly breeze take over. And as that happens, it's all coming along with high pressure, drier and cooler air. And that's going to send temperatures tumbling for some of our mornings. We're going to get back below average for some of those wake-up times, getting out the door into commutes for Thursday and Friday, and even into the start of the weekend as well. A limited round of moisture will likely try to filter overhead, giving us some very quick clouds Thursday, late afternoon, early evening, but that's also going to be short-lived as well because we're not getting away from what will be dryness completely taking over the state, high pressure really working to settle in. It's going to be giving us some beautiful weather, a lot of blue skies out there over the next few days, but this still comes with that added benefit of, well, I guess I wouldn't say benefit, but drawback for most people, I would think this time of the year, of a few upper 30s that could sneak back in. Yeah, not really a benefit as we go forward into the spring and as we don't want to see any more temperatures in the 30s, especially as we're focusing on a growing season that needs to thrive. We need to continue to get more warmth. And, we'll still see temperatures rise as best as they can after today. Those breezy winds, again, a little bit of a factor, especially if there are some, down trees, branches that might be loose, things that could have already seen damage from earlier today, and we're still getting some of those gusty winds into this afternoon. That's still going to be something to watch. So I still got that lit up in red, still continuing with those limited weather hazards, even though the rain and storm threat has more so moved along. Thursday and Friday, all about the sunshine. Mostly sunny skies, beautiful. 60s, though. We saw upper 60s this morning for the low temperature. Going through the next 2 days, we are going to be seeing that for the high temperature, below that mark. And that is something that we keep steady with getting into the upcoming weekend. So focusing forward on all of this, it's going to be about, hey, having a pair of sunglasses on your person. Outdoor plans are looking fantastic. Got the Final Four game for the women for the Gamecocks coming up. So maybe you're heading out to a watch party, going to watch that over at someone's house, or apartment. Everything going into the later phases of this week to try and get out and about and enjoy. It'll be easy. Just again, have the pair of shades, have a good jacket, heavier layer there, especially for the morning, and that's all going to be getting us through the week. It's very simple as more blue skies just continue to take command. So let's continue to forge on ahead to that. Love first alerting everyone to more in the way of beautiful blue skies, but still going to focus on some of the breezy winds today, a little bit of rain lagging for our far eastern and southeastern viewing area until we get back to what will be much calmer weather, just cooler air as we look on later into this week. And then next week, we get back to 70s. That will fight back in. Eventual moisture as we round out that first 10-day forecast. Make sure, again, you continue to stay up to date on that forecast, especially if you have big travels or plans. At least it's nice and simple in the short term. Just dress warmer. You can always find more information on your forecast updates on our website, wistv.com. And of course, keep up with these live streams. We always have a lot of good information here. Might actually have some storm damage photos or video for everyone as we get that 9 a.m. update, but that's just pivoting to more of a news sense. And yes, what's new this morning, seeing what's going on around your local area. We'll take a check of that on this live stream closer to 9 a.m. Make it a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you again for checking in with me this morning.